1 year ago, this place was presented as part of a major transformation of transportation in Enugu State. Brand new bus terminals, modern facilities, a new transport management system, and buses running on compressed natural gas. At the time, this looked like the beginning of a completely new chapter of public transportation in Enugu. But today, exactly 1 year later, I came back to see something very important. What happens to these expensive public infrastructures after the cameras leave? Because building infrastructure is one thing, maintaining is another. And honestly, what I saw at Holy Ghost Terminals left me asking some serious questions. Is this what a terminal that was officially commissioned just 1 year ago should already look like?
So I just arrived and
Let's go back to where this story started. On August 14th, 2025, Enugu State Governor Peter Mbah officially inaugurated 5 ultra-modern transport terminals across the state. The terminals were designed as major parts of new transport system for Enugu. There were 2 terminals here at Holy Ghost, one in Nsukka, one in Abakpa and another in Gariki. Alongside the terminals, the government also launched 100 CNG-powered mass transit buses and the Enugu State modern transport system. The idea was bigger than simply constructing bus stations. The government described the project as part of integrated transport system designed to make movement around the state safer, easier, and more efficient. And looking at the terminals when they were unveiled, it was easy to understand the excitement. This was not supposed to be ordinary roadside bus stops. They were designed to be modern transport hubs. So today, I'm starting here at Holy Ghost Terminal 1, also known as Enugu Central Station 1. This terminal was designed primarily for interstate transportation, and this is where I started noticing the problem. Don't get me wrong, the infrastructure itself is impressive. You can still see the vision behind the project, but then you start looking beyond the main structure. Look around, look at the general environment, look at the way some areas are being used, look at the waste, look at the organization, and then ask yourself, this place is only 1 year old. That is what surprised me the most. I'm not expecting a public terminal to look untouched forever. That is unrealistic. Thousands of people can pass through a transport terminal every single day. Obviously, facilities will get dirty, things will wear out, people will misuse spaces. That is normal, but that is exactly why maintenance is important. And this is where I think this story goes beyond Enugu, because Nigeria has a very familiar relationship with infrastructure. We get excited when something new is being constructed. We celebrate the commissioning, their speeches, their cameras, their dignitaries. We cut the ribbon, everybody celebrates, and then what happens next? Who cleans it? Who repairs it? Who enforces the rules? Who makes sure people don't destroy it? Who is responsible for keeping it in condition in which it was delivered? Because infrastructure is not really successful simply because it was built. It's successful when it continues to serve people, probably years after it was built. And that is the part Nigeria has struggled with for decades. We are often much better at announcing infrastructure than preserving it.
So basically, I know the surrounding looks real unkept, like real dirty and stuff. So one last thing before I go over to the next terminal. Oh man, this crazy. I think I should use the restroom. You I want to, or why are they in charge of the pee? I want to pee. Ew. Ew. Well, now, should I which side? Okay. Oh god. Okay, this is what toilet looks like. Honestly, if I was told that this terminal was launched just last year, I wouldn't have believed this if not that I was around during that period in Enugu State. But it's crazy. It's really crazy.
Now, this is Holy Ghost Terminal 2, the second central station here at Holy Ghost. And honestly, I think Terminal 2 looks somewhat better than Terminal 1. The environment feels a little more organized. Some areas look better maintained. But even here, I still found myself asking same question. How should a 1-year-old public facility look? Should we already be seeing this level of neglect in certain areas? Or should the government and the operators already have a system in place to prevent this from happening? Here is something we need to understand. Maintaining infrastructure is not something you start doing when the building becomes old. Maintenance starts from day one. A terminal like this needs constant cleaning, waste management, security, repairs, proper use of facilities, regular inspections, and most importantly, accountability. Somebody has to be responsible for what happens here every single day. And I'm not saying this to attack Enugu state government. In fact, quite the opposite. I think projects like this are important. Modern transport infrastructure can genuinely improve how people move around the city. But if we are going to spend huge amounts of money building these facilities, we should be equally serious about protecting them. Because eventually, poor maintenance becomes expensive. Something that could have been fixed cheaply today becomes a major repair tomorrow. Something that could have been prevented becomes a complete replacement. And ultimately, the public pays the price. That's why this isn't just about whether Holy Ghost Bus Terminal looks dirty. It's about how we manage public assets, how we protect taxpayers' investment, and whether this infrastructure we are celebrating today will still be functioning properly 5, 10, or 20 years from now.
I think this is for me actually. This is more like better road than the other.
After walking through Holy Ghost Terminal 1 and Terminal 2, my biggest question is not why this place looks like this. My question is, what is the maintenance plan? Because if this is what we are seeing just after 1 year, what will these terminals look like after 5 years, 10 years and 20 years from now? And that is something I think every Nigerian should care about. We need to stop measuring development only by how many things we build. We also need to ask, can we maintain what we have built? So what do you think? Am I being too critical? Or do you also believe that a major transport terminal commissioned just 1 year ago should be better maintained? If you are from Enugu or you have been to Enugu and seen these terminals, I would love to hear from you. What has your experience been using these terminals? Is Terminal 1 actually getting worse? Is Terminal 2 better? And what about the terminals in Nsukka, Abakpa and Gariki? Would you love me to cover them too? Let me hear your thoughts in comment section, because this isn't just about Enugu. It's about Nigeria's relationship with infrastructure. We can build, but can we maintain? This is JDVK TV. If you enjoy seeing the Nigeria beyond the headlines, subscribe, like this video, and share it with someone. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.